Have you ever heard of the term hitting the wall? This phrase, often echoing through locker rooms and finish lines, is a staple in the world of sports. It paints a vivid picture of an athlete suddenly grappling with a debilitating wave of fatigue. It's that moment when the body screams no more, and yet the finish line is still miles away. But don't be fooled. This wall isn't confined within the arena of sports. It can suddenly rise in front of anyone, anytime, anywhere. Whether you're pulling an all-nighter for an exam, reaching the end of a grueling work week, or pushing through the last leg of a marathon, hitting the wall is that point where you feel you've run out of steam. It's a battle cry of the body and mind, signaling that they've reached their breaking point. So, hitting the wall refers to that moment when you feel you've reached your limit and can't go on. But what causes this? Well, hitting the wall is a physiological response. It's all about the energy our bodies need to function, especially during strenuous activities. You see, our bodies primarily use a form of sugar called glycogen as fuel. This glycogen is stored in our muscles and liver, ready to be converted into energy whenever we need it. Imagine you're running a marathon. With each stride you take, your body uses up some of this glycogen. But what happens when you've pushed yourself to the limit and those glycogen stores start to run low? Well, that's when you hit the proverbial wall. Your body struggles to generate energy, leading to feelings of extreme fatigue. It's not just physical either, but mental too. You might find it hard to concentrate or even think straight. So, hitting the wall is essentially your body and mind crying out for a recharge. So, it's all about the body running out of its primary fuel source. But what happens then? When you hit the wall, it's like your body is running on empty. Imagine you're driving a car and the fuel gauge drops to zero. Your engine sputters, power fades, and you're left stranded on the side of the road. That's what hitting the wall feels like. Your body starts to experience severe fatigue, you feel weak and dizziness might set in. But it's not just physical, it's mental too. You may start to feel disoriented, even confused. It's like your brain is stuck in a fog and finding your way out seems impossible. These symptoms are not just uncomfortable, they can be downright dangerous, especially if you're in the middle of a marathon or pushing through an intense workout. You see, hitting the wall is more than just a feeling of exhaustion, it's your body crying out for help, signaling that it's run out of fuel and desperately needs to rest and replenish. So, hitting the wall is a physical and mental state where you feel like you can't go on. It's a signal from your body that it's running out of fuel and needs to rest and replenish.